Hello and welcome to My Consultant, where we bring you the latest updates about Canada immigration. We will start this week's episode by disclosing how Canada is taking new measures to support Iran, followed by resumption of biometrics for temporary residence applicants, and online survey to better meet the needs of new immigrants from Ukraine. Next, I will share how Canada is planning a new immigration system, and Tishina will disclose a new addition to the Economic Mobility Pathways pilot. This episode of My Consultant is brought to you by Scotia Bank.
In light of the current systematic human rights violations being committed by the Iranian regime, Canada's Minister of Natural Resources has just announced new measures to support Canada's temporary Iranian residents. The new temporary measures, effective March 1st, 2023, will make it easier for Iranians who wish to extend their temporary visa in Canada and move between temporary streams, allowing Iranians to continue working, studying, and visiting family by applying for a new permit inside Canada. An open work permit pathway will be made available to Iranians already in Canada, and applications from Iranians in Canada will be processed on a priority basis. Additionally, the Government of Canada will be waiving certain processing fees for Iranians who wish to extend their stay in Canada. This includes waiving passport and permanent resident travel document fees for citizens and permanent residents of Canada in Iran who wish to leave. These new measures are currently in effect, and individuals have until February 28th, 2024 to apply.
The Government of Canada has recently announced that people who are applying for temporary residence on or after February 23, 2023 are required to provide their biometrics. The return of the biometric processes comes after 31 months, when IRCC decided to exempt the submission of biometrics for temporary residence applicants who were submitting their files inside Canada on July 15, 2022. This move of resumption will impact the specific group of individuals who are applying for a temporary residence status, including status as a student, worker, or visitor, for a work or study permit to extend or restore their stay as a student, worker, or visitor. If you are required to submit your biometrics as a part of your temporary residence application, then you must submit your fee while submitting your application. There are over 70 Canada Centre collection sites where you can submit your biometrics.
The IRCC is conducting yet another experience survey. Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada are conducting a survey for those who obtained a CUAET, Canada-Ukraine Authorization of Emergency Travel, or received an extension on their visa due to the CUAET measures. The IRCC wants to hear personal experience with the CUAET and in Canada so far. The IRCC says the voluntary information submitted will help them review and improve their programs and services to better meet the needs of new immigrants. Participation in the survey is confidential, and participant answers will not affect any past, current, or future applications with the IRCC. Invitations to take the survey are being sent by email. The online survey takes about 20 minutes to complete and is available in English, French, Ukrainian, and Russian. The deadline to complete the survey is next week on March 8th, 2023.
Immigration is very crucial for Canada's cultural and economic growth. To fully utilize the potential of immigration and to provide a smoother experience to the newcomers, Canada is coming up with an optimal immigration system for its future. IRCC has recently announced a broad-based engagement project called an Immigration System for Canada's Future. This initiative will include the collection of public opinion through a survey to explore how the immigration system can be shaped to support a shared vision of Canada's future. With this, Canada can develop and improve immigration policies that can benefit the needs of communities across the country. To mark the beginning of the initiative, Immigration Minister Sean Fraser led the first dialogue session on February 23, 2023. The initiative gave an opportunity to the minister and to the participants to share their ideas and perspectives on how Canada's immigration system can be built stronger and adaptive. Broadly, this effort from Canada's government will include more in-person dialogue sessions. IRCC says that the input gathered from this initiative will inform Canada's future immigration policies and programs and will help shape a system that will benefit communities across the country for decades to come. At this time, an Immigration System for Canada's Future initiative is expected to continue through the spring of 2023, as noted in the official release from IRCC, which concludes by inviting the participation of Canadians across the country. Those who would like to contribute to the future of Canadian immigration are invited to partake in a survey that will be launched by IRCC and made available to the public later in March. Canada's most recent population and census data highlights why initiatives like these are necessary to optimize Canada's immigration system. In 2022, Canada welcomed approximately 437,000 new permanent residents. Immigration is the main driver of population growth in Canada. In 2021, more than 8.3 million people were or had ever been a landed immigrant or permanent resident in Canada. The share of Canada's population that is of working age is shrinking. 50 years ago, there were about 7 workers to each senior in Canada. Now it is approximately 3 workers to each senior. Close to 2/3 of recent immigrants are of core working age, between 25 and 54, helping revive Canada's population. IRCC has taken steady action to reduce application backlogs and to build a stronger immigration system. This includes digitalizing applications and training and hiring new staff.
The pilot, designed to help employers in Canada connect with and hire overseas skilled refugees, has a new participant. The government of the Northwest Territories, abbreviated as GNWT, has recently joined the Economic Mobility Pathways pilot. The Economic Mobility's Pathway pilot combines refugee resettlement and economic immigration. The pilot helps skilled refugees immigrate to Canada through existing economic programs and gives Canadian employers access to a new pool of qualified candidates in order to fill job openings. The EMPP removes barriers refugees experience due to their displacement. This includes waiving certain fees, making it easier to prove their work experience, and allowing the use of loans to fund their travel costs. In most cases, the IRCC processes applications within 6 months. Participation in this pilot gives employers another option to address the labor shortages in the Northwest Territories and in all of Canada. Hiring through the EMPP enables employers to partner with non-governmental organizations called NGOs. The NGOs help employers navigate the process of hiring refugees overseas. This includes finding and hiring candidates and providing them with employment-related resources and immigration-related services. Partner NGOs charge employers for their services. The cost to recruit an employee through this pilot is between $5,000 and $10,000. This includes visa, relocation, and in some cases, the cost of temporary accommodation upon arrival. In regards to the new Economic Mobility Pathways Pilot partnership with the Northwest Territories, Minister of Education, Culture, and Employment was quoted saying that, with so many NWT businesses and economic sectors needing to rebuild after the COVID-19 pandemic, immigration is one way that the GNWT can help grow and develop a strong labor pool from which to draw employees, complementing the existing pool of NWT residents. That is all for this week's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please feel encouraged to click the bell icon to subscribe to the My Consultant YouTube channel and get notified for our latest episodes. For more information on the topics covered, please visit myconsultant.ca, where you can contact an authorized immigration and citizenship consultant. I'm Tashina Thompson.
I am Tina Batra, and we'll see you next week.